Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jimmy, and in today's video we will take a look at 3 helpful but powerful features on your Samsung Galaxy device. First up, let's take a look at your Google Assistant on the bottom. This is pretty much your circle to search, or you'd be able to open up your camera. You'd be able to point your lens, at something, and maybe you're wondering what vehicle it is, or golf cart, or toy, or whatever it is. If you press and hold there with your lens just pointing at it, then you can ask the question, what am I looking at? And what it'll tell you is exactly what you are viewing inside of your camera lens. So I did this the other day. I saw a really cool golf cart. It had like 6 or 8 different seats and speakers and a whole bunch of crazy stuff. And I just asked, what is this? And it was able to tell me exactly what it is and how much it costs. Now, this is another thing that you can use it for. So the other day I was watching, I was on Instagram Reels. I saw this video, but I heard the music and I was wondering, hey, this is a pretty cool song, but so is everybody else. What is the track? Name of the song, blah, 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 blah. Okay, anyone know the music, please? So this is being played, and I was able to press and hold on the bottom. As it's playing the video, it's able to find it for me. Here is the song. And then what I did was, well, first off, I liked it. And then I pressed and held on the bottom again, and then I pressed and held on these letters, because then you could also do copy and paste when it comes down to whatever you are viewing. So I just took that song that I found from this video, I went inside of here, then I saved the world, and I copied and pasted the song that everybody was wondering for. So again, something that is super helpful. So you can do it with your camera lens, you can do it with whatever you're viewing on the screen. If you're inside of an application, you don't know what something is, you can press and hold and it's able to figure it out, the song or whatever. Either you could do it yourself, or it's just gonna watch the screen. Feature number 2, this is where you go inside of your Samsung settings, and this is allowing you to do your pop-up window or split screen much easier. As you scroll down through your settings, you look for your advanced features. Then from here, you go to multi-window, and inside of multi-window, you have swipe for split screen. So what this allows you to do is you can swipe up with 2 fingers, and no matter which application you are using, and then now you can run 2 applications at the exact same time, and it's just going to go much quicker than you trying to, go to the recent window or go to your applications on the side. So it's actually much easier and faster just by using 2 fingers on the bottom. So once you turn this one on, you also have the option for pop-up view. So if you would like to have something just pop up in the pop-up view, so if you're watching a YouTube video or listening to music and you want to use a different application on a larger screen, and what you're doing now is okay in something smaller, then you could do this option there. And then you also have this right here on the bottom, which is the full screen and split screen view. So this is the one right here that we want to talk about, which is the swipe for split screen. So let's say maybe you are comparing your calendars. You just want to make sure that all of your calendars are looking good. So if you swipe this up right here, then you'd be able to open up the other calendar, scroll on over, and just make sure that everything is all lining up with, importing or moving some of your stuff over. Or maybe what you'd be able to do is, let's say that you are inside of TradingView and maybe you're looking at some stocks or you're looking at some crypto or Bitcoin, whatever, and then you want to do a little bit of math. So you'd be able to take a look at it, swipe this up, open up your calculator, do all of your math stuff, and then you are good to go. So really, it is super easy to get into 2 applications very quick. So right there, swipe up, and then you're able to get into something else. So you can just see how quick and easy that is going between all of these different applications. And then one extra little trick is, let's say that you went inside and then you went into your little multi-window. If you swipe up one more time with 2 fingers, now you're able to change it into something else. So every single time that you are doing this, you are switching, making sure that whatever is on the top is your main one, and then anything that's on the bottom is going to be your secondary application. So every single time that you are swiping up with 2 fingers, even if you are already a part of the split screen, you'd be able to swipe up with 2 fingers, and then you'd be able to open up something else. And then feature number 3, this is inside your camera, and it's called dual record. You'll originally see it right over here, and all you'd have to do is press and hold and then drag it to the bottom if you would like to use it more, or you can just leave it in this menu here, tap on it, and then it'll open up dual record. Now with this one, it used to be called, before this, director's view, and then I believe before that it was called dual view. So it went from dual view to director's view, now over to dual record. Now there's a lot of features you can take a look at over here. So on the very top, this is where you can change the quality of the full HD or ultra HD. If you have this icon here, that means it's being recorded as one video. If you see the 2 icons, that means that they are going to be saved as separate videos. So you can record with the front facing and rear facing and have 2 separate videos at the exact same time. Or what you can do is you can have 2 of them on the back, one of them that's wide, the other one that's ultra wide. Then down over here, this is where you can choose your camera sensors you would like to use. So if we have the front, and then maybe telephoto, then you'd be able to have it set up something like this. Now, there's really not much that is going on or looking like, because we just have this thing setting on the table. But one of the things I want to let you know is that when you go inside of here, and let's say that you do maybe ultra wide and then also wide, if you tap again, this is where you're able to choose how you want them to be set up. So right now, I have this one set up as a split view. So that means that this ultra wide sensor is on the top, my wide is on the bottom. Now you can change this if you'd like to have it on picture by tapping right there. So now this is going to be picture in picture. And if we go right back over here into the settings, let's say that we choose this front so we can have at least something to see. And then we also have this one. Now this right here, this is going to be the front camera as a small image, the telephoto, which is going to be the main screen. Now what I want to do, again, you can see it right there. It's kind of hard to view. But what I did was I recorded me going through all of this. So then this way you'd be able to actually see it in action. All right, let's play with this. Moving over to record. You can see you can have this camera here, either bigger or smaller. On the top right hand side of your full HD or old, you'll have the icon for saving in separate videos, or one, which is how you see it. This is how it'll be saved. Bottom right hand side, you'll have all those options too. But then you'll also have the option of split or the picture-in-picture view. Then in that 4 boxes in the middle, this is where you can choose any 2 cameras and however you want it set up. Right now, my front camera, you can see right up there that dot. That means that this is going to be the picture-in-picture. Now if I just tap over there, now that one's going to be the picture-in-picture. And then my front is going to be the main screen. So here's my front as the main screen. If you want to switch it, now my image. So that was a lot of cicadas and stuff like that in the background. Hopefully you guys were able to hear it pretty good. I at least, even though I explained it and then I showed it again, I just wanted to show you what it looked like when both of the cameras are kind of going off at the same time. You know what I mean? Because right here, I don't really have much going on because I just have my phone sitting right here on the table. Now this was just an example of me doing the picture-in-picture right there, and this is me recording the front-facing camera and then also the rear-facing camera when we went off and played a little bit of tennis. And then I wanted to go with this one here, which is the front-facing and then also a rear-facing camera. And again, this one was the split option, just to show that off. And then I also went into this one here, which is the wide and then the ultra-wide. And so you're recording with 2 lenses at the exact same time on the back of the phone. I think that's kind of like a big deal. Samsung's been doing this for like a decade or 8 years or however long they've been doing this director's view and dual record and dual view and such. So they've been doing this for a while. But I think that they're kind of mastering it when it comes down to all of the customizations that you're able to do when it comes down to recording with 2 sensors at the exact same time. Again, either having them saved separately or together. As we saw there, those all 3 were saved together. I didn't need to have separate videos. But that is everything I wanted to share in today's video. You have your assistant that you're able to find information either through your camera lenses or through something that's on the screen or even through an application. You also have your multi-window, easily capable of getting done by swiping up with 2 fingers from the very bottom as long as you're inside of an application. And then also dual record. Again, all 3 of these things are helpful and powerful. Hopefully you guys have appreciated this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe on the very bottom left-hand side. And if you like this video, then more than likely you'll also like this video. And I'll see you guys later.